Yeah, it's been like that for a while now, and today finally we're gonna fix this thing. And I figured since it's finally nice out here in Houston, rather than doing the upgrade in my apartment, why don't we do it out here in nature? I mean, look, I already got a little toolbox waiting for us. One thing I didn't consider though was I don't have a bike stand out here on this trail, so this is gonna be an unprofessional install, so don't follow these steps. Take your bike to someone who knows what they're doing if you want to install parts. This will work. I think I can put it on that log. Oh no! Way more. Oh! That was a pretty bad idea. We're gonna have to figure out something else. Let this. I mean, I know it's not the right way, but I'm working with what I got here. And in case you're a technical person out there, these are the Prickly 220 rotors. Absolutely nothing wrong with Prickly parts, but I'm getting a lot of rubbing from my spokes on my caliper, so that's the reason for the upgrade, and I think that's why I'm having some issues losing bolts and having to do this weird spacer thing. Workstation looking good. Got the shop, aka the trail, all to myself. We're halfway done. Time to go get that new rotor. And speaking of rotors, that brings me to another point. There are so many places that you can get Talaria, Surron, Stark Varg parts these days, but there's no place quite like eMotoWorks, which is where I got my new rotor from. There's a special story and connection that I have with this company that I'll share just in a sec, but I have seen this company from its inception. Let's do a little unboxing, shall we? Ooh. 250 front rotor, Surron X 160. Yeah, this should be perfect. So we have our race spec 250 rotor from Ripping. I know it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but this one is way bigger than this guy. And I'm hoping that with this one, I have the clearance that I need to avoid any more rubbing. I should show you guys the rub. Look at this. You see the rubbing that I'm getting at the bottom of the caliper here? Absolutely destroying my brake. But back to what I was saying about seeing eMotoWorks literally from the beginning. I know I shared a little bit of this story before, but I was living at this motorcycle repair shop called We Code It, and not only did they work on motorcycles, but they also worked on e-bikes such as Surrons, Talaria, etc. And the We Code It shop was owned and ran by this guy named Dave, and because I lived at the shop, I got to see Dave work day in and day out for months on end. I saw this guy do 12, 14, 16-hour days just to make the customer happy. I was able to see some of the most custom work that you will never be able to replicate on any of these Surron builds. I'm talking custom anodizing, powder coat schemes. I mean, these bikes were truly one-of-one bikes. And then one day, Dave tells me that he wants to launch an online website where people can get parts, batteries, controllers, basically a one-stop shop for all your e-bike needs, and I thought that was just genius. After he was done telling me his plan, I said, now you need to go and lock down your website because you have a great name in eMotoWorks, but you gotta make sure no one steals eMotoWorks.com. So your boy, me, I went and bought eMotoWorks.com, .us, .org, .net, or whatever. So there was like a small period of time where I kind of co-owned the business. Oh, I'm just kidding. I did not co-own the business, but I did own the website for a little bit. I since transferred it to him, but fun fact, yeah, I was the original owner. And for the next few months, I saw Dave not only working super long hours at the We Code It shop, but after he got off, he would spend all of his time developing the website, adding tons of products, getting product photos, trying to get the best prices. And I was like, dang, I guess I just never realized how much work goes into setting up a really good website. we are good to go on this thing. And I can't really show it on camera. Well, maybe I can, I'll try to. But I have all the clearance now, so now I won't have any more rubbing on the spokes. Let me see. Can you see? It's just a little bit, like a little tiny gap from here to the spokes. So yeah, finally a solution. I want to give a huge shout out to Dave at eMotoWorks for making my re-road just a little bit better than it already is. I can't wait to go test out this rotor, see what it's got. But man, sure does look good from first impressions. I'm not going to do any extreme testing with this ripping Moto 250. I just want to make sure it works. I don't hear any rubbing, which is great. But yeah, let's see. Oh shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss. This thing just stopped way faster than I thought. All right, let me do a little bit faster. Oh, dude, I just skid. I don't think I've ever skidded with the front tire before. Wow. Hopefully it holds up, but yeah. No rubbing. It stops. That's all I could want for a front rotor. I do a lot of wheelies, so I really need that back one to be dialed in, but now that I can have some confidence on this front one, really, really happy. And this spot has all these little wood features here. I don't have my helmet, or else I would probably try to hit some, and I don't trust my skill set enough to do it without a helmet. I mean, but look, all these little jumps, all this little single track, this place is awesome. So I say all that to say that the next time that you're in the market for upgrading your Surron, Talaria, E-Ride Pro, Stark Varg, whatever, definitely go check out eMotoWorks.com first before you check out anyone else. There's someone on the other end of that screen that really cares about your experience and getting you quality parts. And on the website, they have a huge selection of options, from wheels to suspension, batteries, controllers, motors, and so much more. And if you use the code REESE, you can even save a little bit more money from the already great deals that they have. And every time you use that code, it also helps support the channel. It costs absolutely nothing to you, just helps you save a few more dollars. And yeah, that was pretty much all that I have. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Now you know my trusted source for parts. And yeah, I'll see you next week.